Why don't your friends like your partner? There's a lot of reasons behind this, but what is it for you? You need to know exactly why they don't like your partner. And I'm going to make that easy for you today because it could be a red flag about your partner or it could be a red flag about your friends. There's something going on in your relationships if your friends really don't like your partner. And there's some big pieces you need to pay attention to. I'm going to walk you through that today and show you exactly what it means and what to do about it. Now, dealing with partner issues is something I am well versed in. I'm Adam Lane Smith, the attachment specialist. I've got 15 years of training and experience helping people overcome their worst relationship challenges. First as a licensed marriage and family therapist, now as an attachment specialist who coaches especially in dating and relationships. I have heard so much friend and partner drama, it's not even funny. I'm going to walk you through the biggest things that I have seen and exactly how I have helped people root out what the core problem is and then fix it. So today, let's talk all about that. And as you can imagine, during my 15 years, I have created a lot of resources that are very, very helpful for overcoming some of these problems. When I throw out those resources, remember that they are available on adamlanesmith.com, my website. You can also drop a comment down below and ask me any questions you have as we go through this. And you're welcome to email me at support@adamlanesmith.com. I would love to talk with you on there and help you understand what's going on and how to fix it. So stop for a moment. What problem do your friends claim they have with your partner? Do they say things like, I just don't like them. There's something wrong with them. They're mean to you. They're not good enough. They take you away from me. You're always spending your time with them. If they're selfish reasons, then your partner isn't the problem. Your friend may be the problem. Is your partner being very possessive of you? Is your partner feeling threatened? Have you been best friends for a long time and now they're scared that they're going to lose you? Does your partner have attachment issues? We talk about that a lot on this channel. Does your partner not know that you can have two people in their life, in your life? Or are you actually struggling to have two people in your life? Does your friend maybe have a reason? Maybe your friend is going about this the wrong way, but their concern is that you're spending all your time collapsing into this new relationship. Maybe you need to stop and ask your friend, what's the real problem here? Are you scared? Are you lonely? Are you hurt? Are you lost? Am I not giving you attention as your friend? And you don't have to make it sound pathetic. You can just say, like, do you need more time with me because you're my friend and you feel left behind? Maybe they feel left behind. Are they single and now they're watching you march off into a great life and they're feeling lonely and left behind? That is one big possibility, and it's often the culprit. But if your friends have exact reasons that are very clear, like, I don't like that person because they said this thing, and that makes me think this. I don't like that person because they are very dishonest. They're secretive. They're hiding things from you. I don't like them because they remind me of so-and-so in these key ways. If they bring up very specific issues and they seem to be tying back to values or consistency or trustworthiness, that is a big red flag you definitely need to pay attention to. Your friend might be right, and you might be blind and blinded by feelings. A lot of times, your friends are watching your back, and if you have been guided into a relationship based purely on feelings, you could have been love bombed by someone who made you feel amazing. And it might be that you don't want to listen to your friends because you feel better than you've ever felt in a relationship, but you might be walking into a trap. Your friends may be helping you. Sometimes you will lose some of the closest people in your life and people you care about the most because you throw them away for warning you during a love bombing incident. I've had some friends that do that myself in my life, that I tried to warn them about a really destructive partner and they walked away for good because once the relationship did explode in their face, they were too embarrassed to ever try to come back. And that's a horrible situation. So be careful as you respond. Number 3, is there just something misunderstood between the two of them? Did they get off on the wrong foot? Did something go wrong? Are they convinced your partner did or said something else? Or have you vented to them about a fight you and your partner had and then you resolved it but never followed up with them on the resolution? Never followed up on why it got better? Never patched that up? Have you vented maybe to them a few too many times and now your partner looks like a monster in their eyes and your partner is so embarrassed to be around them because all they've heard is the horrible things and all the gritty details? If you're doing that, number 1, stop. But number 2, you may have poisoned the relationship yourself. Your friends might not like your partner because of you. If that's the case, or if there's some other misunderstanding, you need to sit down and have that discussion. Probably all 3 of you to air the grievances and say, look, I love both of you. I want this relationship, all of these relationships, to be great. And going forward, if we get married and stay friends, and blah, blah, blah. We are going to have to be together a lot. And I don't want to feel guilty every time I spend time with the other person. I want both of you to acknowledge that you care about me. And then I want both of you to be able to tolerate each other and at least respect each other. Can we get to that place? That conversation is absolutely crucial, that you be able to have that talk, because if you can, then you can learn all kinds of things about the people involved. That conversation isn't just let's resolve it. It's let's learn which one of you is actually right and wrong. That conversation will reveal often to you what the real problems are and who is having that problem. If your partner is completely calm and reasonable, having that talk and hearing your friend out and trying to resolve things, and your friend is screaming, foaming at the mouth, yelling, jabbing their finger, and making accusations, well, which one do you think is probably right? If it's the reverse, if your partner is absolutely refusing to speak to your friend, doesn't care that you want this conversation, is never going there, that tells you a lot about your partner too. The grown-ups will prevail, and the immature people will run away or scream or get defensive. Keep that in mind, because that will reveal a lot about who is right and who is wrong. Not perfectly, but most of the time, absolutely. Now, if you struggle with having that conversation, if you struggle with trusting that those people are going to be considerate and loving and caring and that you're worth having a conversation, or if you have a hard time believing it's going to work out, maybe you have attachment issues. And maybe that's what's causing the problem here, is your attachment issues make other people try to protect you, or you're attracting people with attachment issues, or you're friends with people who also have attachment issues. Maybe all of you have attachment issues. You need to learn about that and figure out if you have that going on, and if so, how to fix it. My book, Slaying Your Fear, will walk you through the process of figuring out if you've got attachment issues, and then the opening processes of fixing it. You've got to have this grown-up conversation. No matter which way things are turning and no matter which way things are going, have the conversation, walk into it, and see who is on your side and who's on their own side. This is a great way to resolve that dispute, because frankly, you don't want to go on and on and on for the next 10 years, all of you wrapped up in this ugly triangle where you have to feel guilty for spending time with your friend, or guilty for not spending time with your friend, or guilty for all those kinds. It's awful. It is a horrible experience. Do not lose a friend. And if you're going to lose a friend anyway by not having the conversation, then have the talk. At the very least, have the talk. You're not risking anything that isn't already awful. So drop down in the comments right now and let me know. Which one of your friends doesn't like your partner? Which one of your friends has a problem? And what are they saying about your partner? I will give you some feedback based on what my 15 years of training and experience, based on what I have seen, what the problem might be, and some additional questions you need to ask. Drop down in the comments, let me know. And while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe, because I have so much more information coming your way that you're going to need.